There we go. Alright, so where were we? Oh yeah, so in one of the videos they did recommend playing with mouse and keyboard if you're playing a caster because of AoE abilities. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Excuse me. I'm sneezing a lot today. 1023. I swear we just hit 1000 like 3 days ago. I have not chosen faction yet, no. I need level 17 to choose faction. We need to make a decision. What faction we're gonna go. My camera is quite off. Give me a second. There we go, that's better. If I end up going into, like, so my arm is cut off the frame of the stream, let me know. How do you compare this game to Throne Liberty? Which one do you prefer? I can't really directly compare them like that. They're very different games. They give very different feelings. I think New World is an option for a bit more of a don't want to say realistic, a bit more like a grounded type of gameplay, a bit more realistic nature. It has a lot of focus on like sound elements in the game and stuff like that to make it feel more organic almost. Like your Eternal Liberty is more arcadey. It's very, you know, super cartoony in comparison. They have 2 weapon system for a class, which makes them similar, but other than that, they don't really have much in common. One thing that I think is better in New World is the fact that it's really easy to respec. In Throne Liberty, you're stuck with the 2 weapons that you're not stuck, but you know, it's hard to respec because of the upgrade system. Yeah, I think Throne Liberty looks prettier. Especially character models. The environment itself, I think I like New World because it's, I don't know, it just looks really real. I think it looks really nice. But in terms of characters, I think Throne Liberty looks a lot better. Especially like NPCs that you're talking to and stuff like that. But yeah, they have very different feelings. New World does take place on Earth in the real world in the 16th century or something. Yeah, it gives it a more earthy feeling. Throne graphics way better, but New World's world looks better. Yeah. I think Throne has better like NPC models and stuff like that. And New World has that nice like, you know, like if you look at the grass and stuff like that, like, just the general world, it just feels very cozy. I'm offline on Discord. Let me fix that. Right, Throne is crazy good though. You feel the hugeness of environment, like going down into open world feels epic. Yeah, I mean it is also very, very beautiful. I think New World just has a more of a realistic touch to it, whereas Throne has a more fancy touch to it. So it can be a bit of a subjective thing which world you like better. Yeah, they're like 2 different touches of how they want to build a world. But I think Throne, no matter what kind of style you prefer, I think Throne has much better character models. Even if you don't like East Asian, you know, anime feeling, I think people would still say that it looks better than this. But the world itself, I could see it being a lot more subjective. Because, yeah, like, this game looks a lot more realistic, and Throne looks a bit more, you know, fancy. Yeah, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, they're very different from each other. It's, oh, T is to add to journal. Interesting, so I don't have to actually read it. Do you have to aim in Throne? I think some abilities you do, right? I'm trying to remember now. Some abilities you have to aim. Yes. So I think it's kind of similar in that sense. Oh, I'm using void gloves, I just realized. I don't have any ice, oh god, this is bad. I'm so weak. Holy crap. Let's get out of here. Sleechgut, thank you very much for the sub. Throne is tab target for the most part. It is tab target for the most part, but you can also, you also have some abilities which are aim. And to be fair, you can target a character here too. How do you? Oh, is it shift? I do more damage here. Okay, let's just run away. I'm so weak. Maybe I should use this weapon. It's actually a bit leveled up. Yeah, that's good. Did he just evade? Okay, great. Alright. Yeah, you middle mouse to target in New World. In new content, so they have a new PvP zone, there's a new 10-player raid, and there's a repeatable system called Soul Trials, which I heard is similar to Mythic Plus system in WoW. Mostly endgame stuff, basically, and yeah, I'm not in the endgame yet, so I haven't tried them. Throws tab target feels like I'm trying to pick something up with my feet. Honestly, I didn't find it too annoying because I've gotten used to using tab target in other games. I don't know what it is, but I feel like WoW does tab targeting in a way that no other game has been able to do. I don't know what they have, how they've programmed it or whatever, but I feel like in other games when I try to tab target, it takes some time before I target the right target. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but WoW has done it in a way that makes every other game feel worse. And not like much worse, not like game-breaking worse, but it's definitely like noticeable. But I think I noticed that the first time when I played Final Fantasy XIV, and since then I've played a lot of games, including, you know, thousands of hours of Final Fantasy XIV, that I don't mind it anymore. I'm kind of like ready for the tab target to be a bit clunky. But I do remember being more like, whoa, about it at first when I first tried other MMOs. The targeting in Throne is, yeah, Throne's target is so, yeah. WoW combat is God of War. It really is. It's, and I guess, you know, you'd hope it is, since it's such an old MMO. Like, it's been around for a long time. You'd hope that they've, you know, polished everything. They definitely have polished the combat, that's for sure. How does this game compare to Animal Crossing? So in Animal Crossing, you can build your own house and build your own furniture. You can do that in this game too. And the thing with this game is that you invite somebody to your party and they can just go into your house with a very quick loading screen. In Animal Crossing, it takes like a minute because it forces everyone into like a cutscene that like shows the plane of your friend arriving and everyone clapping. So, you know, it can be a little bit annoying with that delay. You will not experience that in this game. So it's a, you know, it's a smoother multiplayer experience. I'm supposed to go here. Yes, okay. Can you catch all the bugs and fish? Is there a collection system for bugs and fish? Discovery? No. Trade skills. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe no collection of fish. Gathering. Collect 175,000 gathering type items. Wait. Guys, are achievements account wide? Sadly, progress is not. But yeah, achievements are account-wide once you unlock them. I wish they would do the progression account-wide too. That's cool. Because I just realized I have a lot of achievements and I was like, wait, how do I have so many achievements? Arcana 80. Armoring 80,
20 months,
cooking 80, cooking 140, cooking 200. Ace, thank you so much for the 20-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Don't do it, don't go for 100%. Cooking 200, engineering 80, furnishing 80, jewel crafting 80, weaponsmithing 80. Leatherworking 80. Smelting 80. I leveled everything. Stone cutting 80. Weaving is 140. Carpenter is 140. Harvesting 140. Logging 80. Mining 80. Skinning skinning is 200. Fishing must be new. Was fishing added later? I don't have max fishing. I think it must have been added later. It was always in the game as a profession? Just took a long time to level. Yeah, but I don't care about a long time. I definitely would have leveled at least some of it. So I'm thinking it wasn't there at launch. Maybe it was there a little bit later. You sure the profession was there from launch? Because I remember doing a bunch of fishing. How do I not have level 20 fishing? So I'm thinking maybe as a profession that was added later? Maybe? And then one bonus fishing XP weekend, everyone got 200. It was there from the start. But how do I not even have level 20, like the first achievement? Because I did do fishing. I remember how to fish. I remember with like the green net effect and stuff like that. What? Why did my flamethrower cancel? Already looted it, I guess. Maybe achievement for it might got put in later. Or maybe achievement was later? I don't know. I think this is the way. Maybe they reworked it. That's also reworking the achievement. Maybe. Maybe I just have to log in. And then I'll have one of the achievements. Do I need to hold the 2 button? Have fishing 200 from 2021. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure how I missed it then. It's very strange. Because like you saw, I was doing every profession. So it's weird. Is this the right place? Pirates plan. Defeat Helvin the traitor. Oh, I think it's somebody who has to spawn. Even fishing turn took hours back on launch. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I spent hours on the game. And I did fish for hours as well. I did fish a lot. So I'm just surprised I had none of the achievements. Oh. It looks so much better now that I've seen your world again. Yeah, I mean, in particular, character models, I agree. Character models in New World is a bit iffy. I do like the New World, like world aesthetic though. Did I not? I didn't get the kill. Defeat Helvin the Navigator didn't work. I miss professions in Throne, to be honest. Yep. That was one of the things I was saying as well when I was playing Throne. I miss professions and I miss being able to trade with friends. Just gotta spam attacks. Is one attack not enough? Do I need to like do a certain percentage of damage? I don't like enemy style, so New World looks much better to my eyes. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things with things being subjective. I'm curious though. Okay, so for you, for example, someone who doesn't like anime style, you know, this is a very fair opinion. A lot of people might have that for against anime style or against anything else too, right? When you look at the character models in this game, in particular in the cutscenes, where they do look a bit, do you still see that the character models in Throne are better? Or do you just despise enemy style so you can't see anything positive? Yeah, the character models don't look good. They really don't. You can't trade in Throne? No, you can't trade. You can put things on the auction house and for people to buy. Did I cancel it? Okay, I've definitely hit it this time. There we go, okay. How do I just pick up everything? Take all. There we go. Amazon, small company, give them some slack on the models. True, it's an indie company, guys. Give them some time. I never play TL, but always criticize the character creation. It's very lackluster. It used to be. The character creation is better now. It is better. I think it's mainly just the character models and the cutscenes and stuff. The characters don't look that great. Someone can trade guild raid loot, but that's about it. Yeah, there's a special boss you can kill with your guild. You can kill like 3 times a week or more if you level your guild up. That loot can be distributed in the guild, but when you do like a dungeon together or something, you can't trade your drops with your friends. Only reason it looks good because it's Korean. All the Korean games look good. That's the thing. Like sometimes, like, because I've wondered this as well. Pretty much every Korean game looks really good. Is that because the anime face is just easier to draw with like limited engines? I don't know what it is, because I feel like anime just never looks bad in any kind of in any Korean game. Even mobile games, they look really good. It's less realistic. Is that what it is? They just have less shadows, less things to worry about, so it's easy to make the faces? I don't know. But I do feel like every Korean game looks incredible, even if it's a mobile game. They pretty much repeat the same models, they know where to start. That's a fair point. They have the pattern. They discovered the pattern a long time ago, and then they just keep using the same pattern, I guess. And then if you're playing New World, you're kind of starting from scratch because your pattern has to be unique to your game. They all look similar. They do look similar, and that's definitely one of the downsides with a game like Throne. If you just see a random screenshot in Throne, it could be like, oh, this is Throne, or this is Traha, this is Aeon, this is Final Fantasy 14. Like, they all kind of look the same, or similar, not the same. They all look similar. But if you see footage of New World, it's kind of like you will know it's New World. You know what I mean? But you still can't disregard the fact that the character models do look very good, and they look better than... I mean, like this, my character looks great, to be honest. It's mainly in the cutscenes it looks bad. Korean people looks better because of... people? I'm talking about games. A lot of Western games mesh together too. Do they, though? Like, what game looks like WoW? Yeah, bruh, I'm talking about games. In terms of people from a specific race looking the same, by the way, guys, that's a very... It's a perception thing. Like, if you're... Let's say you're white, you will think all these other races look very similar or the same. If you're these other races, you will think all white people look the same. This is a very, like... The more you're surrounded by a certain looking people, the more differences you'll see between them. It's... In that sense, everyone of every race look the same as each other. That's just how it is. And if you haven't realized that, you know, time to wake up. Everyone looks the same from a specific race or whatever. It's not, yeah. Normally it's just a self-report that you don't know that many people from said race. Yeah, we look the same to Asians. Yeah, absolutely. Like, white people look the same. If you ask Asian, or like in other kinds of people, like, they'll be like, yeah, all white people look the same, you know? Self-report. WoW has its own cartoony style, can't really compare. It's more about realistic looking games that look similar, but that's kind of the point of being realistic. Yeah, that's fair. I thought I finished a quest. I'm not even done. Oh, I need to go all the way back again. Okay, I don't think you should go around and tell people of a certain race that they look the same. It's a very, it's a very weird comment to make. It comes off very racist. And if you look at the specific technicalities of it, everyone looks the same from a certain race, so to speak. All white people will look the same to someone who's not around white people a lot. That's just how it is. So, you know, get some more knowledge, alright? Very important. When you get mount, level 20. So you're saying they're right, lol? No, I'm saying they're wrong. I'm saying that they don't know enough people to be able to tell better. They think, let's say you're a white person, you think that, it's because you just see white people. So you see all the white people and their little differences between them. And I'm telling you that someone from another race who may not have met so many white people will tell you that all white people look the same. Does that make sense? I'm saying it's not true. But I'm saying that it is a very sheltered view that some people have when they don't see a lot of people from a certain part of the world. That's what I mean. I'm saying it's not true. Let's go back. Is fire stuff good to start with for leveling? I'm enjoying it. It depends on what kind of playstyle you like. I think caster is a bit clunky, to be honest. I think playing melee in this kind of game is probably nicer and smoother, but I just like playing caster, so. Okay. I think we're gonna go this way. Was it this way? Yeah. No, Void Gauntlet, you can go melee. Oh, Void Gauntlet is melee? I want to play full caster. I want to play Ice Gauntlet and Staff. I just don't have an Ice Gauntlet yet. But when I do, that's what I'll be doing. We can do some more abilities here. Let's do... How do I remove a skill? Oh, maybe I can't because of these. Respec. I want... Oh, I have to pick it. Heavy attacks will... Oh, interesting. Will restore mana. Let's try this. Or maybe... Yeah, let's try this. Meteor sucks. I wanted to try all abilities because I don't remember them very well. I recognize them, so I know they were there before too. I just want to play with them a bit more. To remember. Just to remind myself which one is Meteor. Okay, this one's Meteor. This one's Pillar of Fire. Okay. If I'm allowed to make this about food, so people, someone who does drink soda regularly or colas might take the same. The more familiar you are with them, the more you can tell them apart. I mean, it's true, yeah. I guess that's food comparison. But yeah, it's similar. I think all Cokes taste the same, to be honest. Okay. Taste other... No, you should not taste other humans. Oh. I think it's just the reason why I described as this, I think is because it's important to realize if you have this belief that you are just sheltered. And I'm telling you to get out there, get to know more people, and that's it, you know? Well, I'm not surprised that Annie's taste buds are cooked. Well, because I don't drink Coke? Coke is bad for you. You should drop Coke if you can. Did they fix the lag? What kind of lag? I have not experienced lag, so maybe they fixed it? This is what I always really liked about New World. You can go and climb wherever you want. Nothing stops you. And also fall damage is minimal. It's awesome. What was that? It was a resub, right? Yeah, Reggie, 109 month resub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Try vanilla Coke and then try original Coke. And then tell us it's the same. Vanilla Coke is a bit different though. I'm talking about different brands trying to make the Coke. You know what I mean? Like, not trying to make it a flavor type of Coke. Like vanilla Coke is different from Coke, of course. But different brands of Coke taste the same to me. Like Pepsi and Coke is the same thing to me. I hate Pepsi though. For me, it's the same. Coke or Cola? Coca-Cola. And it's much more sweeter. That's true. Sometimes there's differences between countries. Crazy statement. Is it? Is it crazy? I went too far. Why do I keep going too far? You lost your Coke sponsorship? I mean... You know, maybe if I drink enough Coke, I will tell the difference, right? Maybe if they send me Coke for free... Don't do that. Yeah, no, I'm okay with losing a Coke sponsorship. I've never said Coke is bad. Alright? I've just admitted that I don't drink a lot of Coke, so it's difficult for me to tell them apart, you know? Also true, the Coca-Cola company owns Monster. And I can definitely tell what Monster is. You just did tell us Coke was bad? Well, soda is bad. I don't think Coke is any worse than other soda. Soda in general is bad.
Well, now look who made it in and out of the pirates'
But
den safely.
with everything
I knew
else,
you could do it. Unlike
as long
this
as you don't
sod.
over-consume, it's very fine. If you want to have
Tell
some
me,
Coke
did
with
you
your
find
dinner,
that glowing
go for
altar?
it, you know? I would recommend people to not have soda, especially if it's sugar. If it's sugar-free, maybe. But if it's with sugar, I would recommend to not drink it in between your meals. Drink it with your meal to protect your teeth. Found it and destroyed it.
See there? We make a good team. I go in first, all sneaky like, and get the lay of the land. Then you follow up with force, taking care of business. Of course, for a partnership, it's vital all parties profit in a venture.
Yes, I got you some loot.
Now that's a right decent friend. This'll get me a bit closer to securing my ship.
Want my character's eyes glowing?
Answer pain.
I have a skin. I think it's from a
Night
Twitch drop in the
Regent
past.
wants to hire scouts.
I need to work on
I'd say
the
that
current
job
Twitch
has
drop.
my name on it, so I'll see you back in Pridewin.
Okay, there we go. 3 Annies. Oh, 2 red people and me. I cut cola carbonated beverage for most part of my mid-20s. Yeah, I drink soda very seldom. Obviously, I drink Monster mainly for the energy boost that I sometimes need when I listen to a lot of new information, like when I watch videos or if I'm reading a lot. So with games where I'm reading a lot, I sometimes do get sleepy. It helps me with that. But outside of that, I don't really drink soda either. I drink water and sparkling water usually. Like if I go out to have a meal, I normally have just sparkling water. Like 95% of the time. Unless it's like unless it's like evening and it's like, you know, going for alcohol. And even then I try to, I mean, I guess there is no healthy option, to be fair. Like all alcohols do have sugar. But I do prefer having like a sparkling wine to a extremely sugar, you know, cocktail. Feels a little bit better for my stomach at least. Imagine getting 2 Pepsi commercials now. Maybe some people are. You were drinking 12 cups of coffee plus 3 monsters a day not too long ago? That's dangerous. You do not want to have so much caffeine. Mm-mm. Anna's never had a white claw and it shows? Yeah, I don't know what a white claw is. Yeah, do not drink so much caffeine. It's dangerous for your heart. Caffeine doesn't do anything for me. Well, if it doesn't do anything, then you should just not drink it, right? My taste buds got so much better after I stopped drinking Coca-Cola, eat fast food in my 20s. Now it's rare. Yeah, a lot of people express that. A lot of people express once they cut sugar out of their diet, suddenly food has a lot more taste. I like the taste of coffee for breakfast. You can get like coffee tasting things if you want. If you want to skip the caffeine, that is. You can get different drinks that have coffee taste. That might be better. If you're drinking a lot of coffee, I mean, for the taste itself. Oops. There we go. Alright.
No surprise there. Miss O'Malley gets what she wants and disappears. I do hope your courage accomplished more than padding her coin purse.
Complete.
I can only imagine the filth you had to wade through to reach the heart of the pirate's den. Did you find the foul sorcery Miss O'Malley claimed was there?
Yes, it drew the lost.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Perhaps
I think there's a
that's
shadow
why
bug
we're
here.
seeing even fewer of the scoundrels coming ashore than before. This revelation should be taken back to the Knight Regent with all haste.
All right, let's go then.
I must keep vigil here. Ensure these scoundrels don't attempt any further incursions to the south. You must go alone and go quickly. Use the spirit shrine to return to Pridewen. It's a bit jarring, but time is of the essence.
Okay. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. You know, maybe I could make money off of it in the future sometime. But right now, I go in minus on my YouTube. Like, even with like the occasional viral videos that I might have, it's not that viral, but occasional successful-ish videos, I go minus because I pay my editor for every video. I just want to build my YouTube, basically. Stream on YouTube? I should, honestly. I should. I should look into setting that up again. I just haven't had the moment. I did at some point, but I had really scuffed thumbnail, and I think that would make nobody ever click it. So I had like 5 viewers on YouTube. I was multi-streaming, and I had like 5 viewers on YouTube, so I felt like, well, if nobody's watching, then it's pointless. Because the 5 viewers is probably just people here who are keeping both windows up, right? So it felt a bit pointless, but I'll look into it again. I'll look into it again. Craft timber, stone block, and coarse leather. How many of them? 10. There we go. 5-year Andy. Yeah, so maybe I'll try again when I've actually fixed a thumbnail, I think. Then I think it's definitely worth trying at least. Gotta start somewhere. 5-0 is still more than 0. It's true. I just felt like I needed to take a step back, improve it, and then go again. And I just haven't done the improvement part. And with improving, I mean have a thumbnail ready, basically. But yeah, I'll work on that thumbnail, fix it, and start multi-streaming. I also want to try horizontal streaming, which is where having this camera be on that PC is better, because that means I can adjust it differently on horizontal and vertical stream, which is really useful. I think it was 4 of these. Nice. Done it. Okay, now we go here. Yeah, guys, we have to pick faction. What faction are we picking? We have to... Yeah, we have to pick faction. Which one are we going? Purple? I do feel like most people have said purple. Yellow? Tuskar?
Great! You brought exactly what I needed. The right type and the right amount. Were you always this resourceful?
I've been told I can be handy.
You're a good person, Rajal
Purple,
Sadak.
purple,
You're going to do
purple,
very
purple.
well
Oh
here
my
on
god, so many
Aeternum.
purple.
I hope to see more of you.
The only thing is, I have the original Covenant banner. That's the only thing. I have the original banner from Amazon. They sent it to me 3 years ago. But I never made that choice. Amazon just picked a random team for me, and I was given Covenant. I think if I could have picked, I would have probably also picked purple. So maybe we do go purple. Whatever the majority on the server helps, so you can change at any point. Well, if I change, then the entire guild has to change, and that could be annoying for some people, maybe. I don't want to be, like, annoying to people.
Have you made friends here? You seem like someone a person would be
Heresy.
lucky to call a friend. Back home in Syria, we always repay favors. You've helped me a lot. I hope
What?
I can
Oh.
return the favor.
One good turn deserves another.
Words to live by, Rajal Sadak. You could be knight material, and I want to see you make it through a few more summers at least. Has anyone taught you how to make a sword?
Not yet.
I suppose I must do everything around here. I'm sure that once I teach you to make a sword, you'll be able to supply armories. You...
Okay. Collect unrefined ore. Okay. I've been working on it. So I guess that's good. In case you're curious, 4,000 costs 100 euros. 5,000 costs 190. 7,000 costs 315. And the fresh release is at 575 euros. Jesus. Just weird, does the characters look different in Aeternum? Yeah, the characters have been improved. Especially the personal characters. Our personal characters look a lot better now compared to what they used to look.
Oh, yeah. I can feel the party coming on already. We got wine and honey cakes. It's gonna be a feast.
Complete. Already read. Nice. It says already read if you've read it before. That's good. And then we need to go here, I guess. So go up. Weird voice. Sometimes they have a weird voice. Sometimes the voice acting is really good. It's a bit up and down in this game. I think ESO had some of the most amazing voices. I think Throne and Liberty is a little bit like this. It's a bit like... already read.
I have to confess, seeing you return brings me a great deal of relief.
Is it worth playing now?
People I can trust, now more than ever.
If you already
In fact,
have the game
your
from 3 years ago,
enterprising friend Grace O'Malley
it's worth
was
checking
here.
out, yes.
She drives a hard bargain, but I am strongly considering her offer.
Complete the quest.
Grace says she was with you up north, and the pirates were rallying to some strange altar. Is it possible it's connected to the tablet from the mine?
Yes, we should ask Sage Morva.
Exactly. She's been studying the fragments you brought back from the mine for a while. Surely she's learned something.
Surely.
If so, I would ask you to work with Moira to follow up on any leads. I, unfortunately, must attend to less pleasant matters.
Okay. Can I ask what they are?
Yes, you've earned that right. I must soon deal with Minister Lochner's disrespect head on. He's
I
a
think the
good
glowing eyes was
and there are
an
things
old
he
Twitch
must
drop.
answer for. I must
think.
handle this myself.
Can
though.
anyone confirm
You
that?
should seek out Moira straight away.
I think it was a Twitch drop at some point. How do you look at appearances again? I don't remember. Change skin. Here. Yeah, it has a little Twitch thing. The flame of your dedication burns bright within you. So it was some kind of Twitch drop. I don't remember which one. It's a headwear. Sometimes they used to have a free gift in the store. Do they still have that? Doesn't seem like it. Item claim. What is this? Preview? What? It's already been claimed? Different furnitures? Equilibrium's boon. Got some furniture? And some boosts. I'm not sure what that is. I had some what the heck? Hamburgers? This food looks real. Okay. Recipes. Yeah, let's learn these recipes as well. Done. Okay. Equip the bag is good. I have an ice gauntlet. Nice. I didn't realize. Awesome. Okay. Refine ore into ingots at the smelter. Oh, okay, we need to do that then. Does the game have player housing? It does, yes. It does indeed. Are all servers open right now, by the way? For people who want to make new characters, can they join us? Take honey. Nice. I think honey was useful for something. Oh wait, my quest is not even done yet. Let me just go back. Yeah, I made it this morning. Nice. That's awesome. Do I have a house? No, you need level 15 standing with faction, I think, to be able to get it. So, oh no, level 10 is enough. Okay, I can buy a house then. Which one would you guys go for? Standing gain or gather gain? Gather is pretty nice too. Gather, I think. I'd go XP. Well, at some point you'll be max level and then this one is pointless. I guess at some point you'll be max standing as well and then this one will be pointless. Gather will never be pointless. I think we'll go for gather. Crafting fee, trading fee, storage, yes. More gather. More storage. More gather. More storage. Gather. So, how much do I have? Okay, there we go. Alright. I wanna buy a house then. After this quest, let's buy a house. Actually, I probably don't have the money for it. We'll take a look. Maybe.
Oh, just the person I was hoping to see.
Yeah, I don't think I have the
Comparing
money.
tablet fragments to other stonework from the region, I believe I found where it came from. I know you've just
Are they
returned from the
10K?
north. If it's true that the pirates are indeed all lost, did you see anything similar to the tablet?
There was an altar.
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but it's possible it comes from the same place. The ancient ruins of Caladan in the Eastern Wood. Caladan, and indeed all the ruins of Aeternum, are shrouded in centuries, if not millennia, of unsolvable mysteries.
We should at least investigate.
Of course, and you are better suited than I am. Before you go, however, let me tell you what we do know of the ancients that once walked these lands.
Aeternum's ruins tell the tale of
Whoa.
a magnificent civilization that once dominated the island. Its architects, the ancients,
Are the glowing eyes paid
discovered or
cosmetic?
possibly
No, I think it used to be a
created
Twitch
the
drop.
energy we call Azos.
I have never paid for a cosmetic in this
In the
game.
millennia that followed, humanity came from
Only things like
countless
Twitch drops
prehistoric
and
cultures.
Prime Gaming rewards,
Sumeria,
stuff like
China,
that.
Egypt, and more. They were called to explore the sea, summoned by the ancients to this island. These early arrivals worshipped the ancients as gods. They toiled under the ancients' guidance, building hundreds of monuments and towers. But humanity's savage nature could not be tamed. Wars broke out, and amid the chaos, corruption first
Is it a Aeternum
appeared.
questline? I don't think there's a specific Aeternum questline.
To
It's more
combat
like
this
a
new
lot of
menace,
quests have
The
been
ancients
expanded.
imbued a chosen few with
Is this
gifts.
specific cutscene new?
These
I'm not
heroes were
sure.
granted monumental powers
They have added more
and life
cutscenes
eternal.
to the existing
The
story.
wars raged on for centuries, and the ancients blessed entire armies. But most of the human vessels degraded into
It's been so long
mindless
since I played the
skeletal
original,
warriors.
so I don't know if this is from back then or if it's new.
Those wars ended
It might be
millennia
new.
ago, and the ancients disappeared. But their haunted guardians still protect the ruins, oblivious to the fact their cause
I
has
like this
long
art
since
style in
lost its
these
meaning.
little cutscenes. They add a lot of
Now you
2D
know why
animations.
most on Aeternum avoid ruins at all costs. I myself have only visited Caladan once, but if we're to find answers, that's where they'll be.
Caladon. When does it even come? I'm still in Windsward. I'm still early in the game as well, but there are 2 starting zones. Maybe you started in the other zone compared to me. I'll go right away.
You're a brave soul, but don't go too deep. There are unspeakable dangers down there. Stick to the surface. That's where our tablet came from. Go now.
Go now. And with that, we have an ad break, which is perfect. Then you're not missing any MSQ. Do you see the Zalatath feed tweet by the official? I did see that. I don't know what's going on. I guess they just know their players like feet or something. Is the starting zone new? Kurmu, can you still hear me or do you have ads? I'll answer if you are able to hear me. We wait with main story. Let's find some ores. Dang ads? Yeah, okay, I'm waiting. I will wait. Let's go. I'm gonna refine some of the ores into ingots. Apparently I need to smelt 4 more for this quest. I remember we used to actually farm so much as a community here. Like so much, it was insane. Did I start over? I did, yes. I didn't continue my old character. Actually, might as well craft all of them. I don't think there's any reason not to. Sometimes you need coal for stuff too, so let's get some of that. Get some steel. We could do that too. Okay. Forge. Oh, I need iron for that. Whoops. When I play Life is Strange, probably after 8 p.m. or so. Oh, okay. Ad break over. Welcome back. Kurmu, if you are still here, I wanted to answer your question. You asked if the starting zone is new. So, starting zones aren't new, but they've just streamlined it a little bit better. So, but I think there are 2 places where you can start. I ended up starting here near Monarch's Bluff. There is another place where you can start as well. I don't know exactly where it is, though. Windsward, yeah. You said you were in Windsward. So I was in Monarch's Bluff, you were in Windsward, and then both of them will end up going to Everfall. So yeah, it's 2 zones. They both go to Everfall. So we might have slightly different story, basically. How long is our just doing a sponsored segment? Audio super delayed. Is it... Wait, is it like teleport where it's getting more delayed over time? I sent you a hot tip about beam delay. Okay, let me take a look. Settings to reset back if it goes too much. Where? Beam source properties. Oh, right now it just says, oh. It tells me what the delay is. Wait, the delay right now is at 400. So does this mean it's been, building up? Yeah, when I click refresh, it says 450. Refresh delay info. It's at 450. Render delay limit. What if I limit it to 40? Does that work? Okay, I set it to 35. Is it bugging? Or is it okay? Wait, it keeps refreshing. Short? Okay, well, I'll restart the source. How do I restart it? Well, it says the render delay now is at 35. It says the delay is at 35. Is it gonna have a black screen as soon as it starts hitting the high number? So if we set limit to 35? No, the limit is now to 80. Try 50. Okay, it's now at 50. Is it gonna randomly black screen me to reset it? The other number? Do you mean frame buffer time? Nothing. It says 0. Yeah, it's gonna randomly do that then. Wait, so that means we have the same issue as teleport. Why is it getting more delayed over time? There's two numbers. Oh, it says 9. Oh. I don't think you can hear me when it goes black. It says 0 and 39. I changed it to 100 now. I think when it's too low, it keeps like refreshing it very fast. Maybe I set it to 150. How long do you think it takes for the delay to become 150? Maybe once it hits 150, you should reset. For reference, it was at 450 just now. It said 450. Well, to be fair, my camera delay was at 100, so it was more like 350. Now the delay is at 80. It started at 35 when it was reset. Now it's at 80. I just don't know why it's like dropping frames for it to get delayed like that. Re-release or new content, I'm really sure. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. So they've updated a lot of things. They've added more voice lines, more cutscenes, more flesh to the story. They've revamped how the beginning of the game works. And then for the endgame, they've added one 10-man raid, and they've added a PvP zone. And they've also added a new system, or like an in-game activity called Soul Trials, which is similar to Mythic Plus system in WoW. I'm not in the endgame right now, so I can't test it, and I can't say how good or bad it is, but yeah. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see how this feels in terms of refreshing, if it works. Maybe once it hits 100, what if it's just gonna keep resetting, but it doesn't really reset? You want frame buffer time? What is that? Less chance of AV desync. Oh, it's trading. Does the Aeternum update require a new character? It doesn't. So if you were to have a max level character on the server, you could hop in and do that for the max level content. I prefer to do new character to experience the updates to do with questing, basically. And also I like the idea of a new server for a fresh economy. Oh, weapons! Thank you. What weapons do you use? Do you want any of mine? 66 ice damage. Use strength weapons. Do you have a specific favorite? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to equip that. I meant to trade it. How do you trade? I'm too low? Oh, okay. Well, that's a flex. Oh, I can use my new pickaxe. Quest rewards based on your equipment. I mean, I want to be great, so I use it, but pick soldier. Does it mean I'm always gonna get soldier-based rewards? I was getting soldier-based rewards at first, and now it's changed. So I think after some time, it will change and become random. At first, it does give you the gear for the archetype that you picked. So I picked soldier at first, so it's a little bit annoying because I wanted intellect, and I was getting strength gear. Oh, the axe was soul bound. Oh, whoops, I see. That makes sense. Oh, I need to make more iron. Music. No, I don't have iron. I used all my iron to make steel, but I need iron to make this weapon. Okay, it's It's okay. We'll come back later. The loot system has bias. It will tend to give you what you have equipped. Okay. Like, does it look at your weapons? Or... Go this way? Oh, I went too far. Here, this guy.
Well, if it isn't the Night Regent's new page. On an errand even now, I presume. I am curious what merits such urgent attention when Jay's duty as regent so soon draws to an end.
She asked me not to speak of it.
The Night Regent should not be conducting affairs she can't reveal to her people. Wouldn't you agree? I've served as Pridewin's minister since before her birth. I should be informed of this matter.
This seems to make you nervous.
You presume much, Page. I
This is
simply
the
wish to
sussy
convey
character,
any
isn't
pressing
it?
matters
We
to
think
the
this
true
guy is
heir
bad.
when he arrives. Keep your secrets, but know this. Pridewin will be united as never before to honor the royal bloodline. Nothing else matters.
I'm soldier now and want to be greatsword. Will that be good? Yeah, you will get a bunch of strength gear. You should be fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter what class you pick. You can re-gear later. It's not a big issue. Just use the weapon that you prefer as soon as you can. Wait. So where's the main story now? Oh, it takes me outside here. Okay. I guess we can go here. Actually, I'm gonna go down and do this quest here, number 2. Yeah, let's do that. We call him sussy, and yet your eyes purple flame screaming of warp possession from Warhammer 40k. No, no, no. There's no heresy in what I'm doing, okay? There's no sussiness at all. We are very fine. Promise. Trying sword shield and ice gauntlet. I will probably regret it. Sword shield with ice gauntlet. That's an interesting combination because for your sword you want to stack strength, but for your ice gauntlet, I think ice gauntlet only... I think ice gauntlet is... intelligence only. So it's not a very natural combination. If you go sword and shield, you do scale a little bit with dexterity. A dexterity weapon together with the sword and shield would potentially be better, like a bow, for example. Or a spear. Or a hatchet. But, I mean, that's if you want to make sure that all your attribute points are counting towards both your weapons. You don't have to. But, yeah, it's just if you want to think about that. I'm doing Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet because they're both intelligence. I could go for the Rapier because the Rapier does need dexterity, so I'd have to put some dexterity points. But at least it does get some bonuses from intelligence too. So it's an okay secondary weapon if you go for one of these. I just want the ice pylon. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, honestly, play around with it. See how it feels. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That isn't really used for damage output, but more into CC slows. Spec isn't really necessary to get the abilities. Fair enough. That is a fair point. Yeah, I need to level my ice gauntlet. It's like 0 level. Banana tree. Oh, that reminds me. I got a new pickaxe. Yeah, I can salvage these. How do you salvage? Isn't it C? Why doesn't it work? Oh, I have to... Okay, I see. I have to hold it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I have to hold the C. I didn't realize. Did not realize. Can you cut down these big trees? You can if you have the skill. Cool. That is cool. I need iron. No, this bow is a bit tankier. There we go. Gonna ignore those. Collect. What am I collecting? Flowers? Oh yeah, flowers. Cool. I should take the high too, to be honest. I need to level my engineering so I can get some better tools. Oh, I never used my new staff. There we go. The ice gauntlet is better than mine, actually. Yes, equip. Nice. How many of these do I need? 5, okay. Pendragon Boar. Off topic, when does OnlyFans come back? In a month. I believe it's gonna be in the second half of November. Ender wants to be friends with you. Ender, are you from stream? Place bouquet. The max level is 65. Debating buying it, been playing Throne of Liberty at the moment. Did you never play like 3 years ago? I am? Okay, then I'll accept it. I'll soon make a guild as well, by the way, so people can join. Cancel DreamHack when you gotta play Classic WoW. Well, in this case, I can actually, you know, do DreamHack and also do Classic WoW leveling. I can do both. I have time for both. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I think if you never had the game before, then maybe wait and see if you wanna... If you worry about the longevity of the game, then maybe wait. If you want to hop in now when the game is relatively active, because a lot of people are checking it out due to the update, then it could be a good time to play. We don't know yet if it's gonna, you know, last in the long term. So if you're okay with the short-term happiness, then go for it. If you're looking for long-term, then maybe hold off a little bit or hold on a little bit and wait and see. If you have the base game from back then you got nothing to lose. You don't have to pay any more money. The game works up until level 60. Then I would suggest just play until level 60 and see how you feel. That's what I would say. I'm on console, not many options. Of what? Oh, like what games to play, you mean? You're on console, considering New World. Yeah, like I said, if you spend $60 and you don't mind the game not having like maybe a very long lifetime, then I would say go for it. Also, judging by the fact that Amazon keeps giving this game free updates, it did that before too, I would say the chances are the game will continue getting updates, and it'll be worth to come back to every now and again. Probably, I think I have enough to get an ability or two. Maybe? Where are we? And we can go here real quick. Based on the past, the game seems to get one major paid update once a year. So the game came out in 21. In 2022, there was a major free update. In 2023, there was a paid DLC. And then in 2024, there's a decently major free update again. So it seems like the DLC paid is every 2 years. And in between that, they're doing a decently big update for free. Kamul ESO, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Well, yeah, this time around. So for this update, mainly it's a revamp of the story of the game. So for someone who's, you know, big into story and questing and stuff like that, it's a major update to make it flow better. More cutscenes, more voice lines, more streamlining the experience of getting into the game. Apart from that, in the endgame, there's a new 10-player raid. There's also a new PvP zone, which is more of a free-for-all zone. So it's not factions against factions or guilds against guilds. It's rather just everyone for themselves. Like 1v1v1v, everyone against each other.
The true heir sought to save us once, and now the answer they'll bring. The lost will learn, be forever turned. They'll know them as our one true king.
And then the last thing that was also added to the game with this update is the soul trials, which they weren't able to test during the beta because there was a max level 30 at the time. And that content is for endgame, so you need to be level 65. And that's meant to be a sort of like a Mythic Plus system, but in this game. Are they sponsoring streamers to play the game? I don't know. I was not sponsored to play the game. I don't know if other people have been paid to play it. I know some streamers were paid to make YouTube videos, guides for new players. I don't know if there's been specific stream sponsors. I think this time around they didn't do that much. There's not even drops for the game. So I feel like this time they didn't really like put money into that. But I don't know. Maybe they did sponsor some people. A couple streamers were sponsored, yeah. Did I craft an iron longsword? I don't think I have the iron for it. Birkin Gassy yesterday? Okay. So lots of advertisements for it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't seen any sponsored streams for it. But maybe it's hard to catch them because usually streamers who are sponsored play like a couple hours and then they go back to whatever normal game they have. I think we'll go here. Hello in chat, what's up Semi? I'm curious if people have whether Aeternum costs money or not has been kind of crazy. Major failure in communication by Amazon. Yeah, it has been confusing. It has been. Dat Mods was also sponsored. Okay. I missed that. It has been quite confusing. In that case, they probably did a lot of individual sponsors. In the past, when New World did sponsorships, it was big, like big group sponsors. I don't think they did that this time around. And with group sponsors, I mean, where they sponsor like groups of streamers who are playing against each other in one way or another, competing each other for points or something else. No sponsor for Annie because of Bessie? Oh no. I promise to not get banned again. If you ever want to sponsor me, I promise. Okay, let's go this way. Is this the rework of New World? Was I really loved how New World was, but it had lacked in-game content? Yeah, so if you loved how New World was, it's probably because of the gathering, leveling, exploration. That stuff hasn't changed. What's changed is that they added more voice lines and more cutscenes and stuff like that to the storytelling. So the storytelling has become fluffier, more fleshy, I guess you could say. And then they have added some in-game stuff. They added a 10-player raid. They added a new, like a Mythic Plus system for endgame, and they've also added a new PvP zone. Is it enough? I don't know. I'm not even at the endgame yet to be able to comment it, but those are the things they have added.
Did you venture forth for freedom or fame? I came here to live happily.
What Hitsuki recommending? Semi, Corsair has a large variety of headsets that you can check out right here.
Who knew I'd one day crave death
with this
like
link
water
right here.
in the desert.
And in fact, if you click my landing page, it will take you directly to the new page for the Corsair Virtuoso Max Wireless, the newest next-gen flagship headset from Corsair. Top of the line. Top of the line stuff. I mean, no need for a headset, but buy a mouse maybe. Well, Corsair does have that as well. The Corsair Scimitar Elite, a must-have for any MMO gamers. And that's true. The biggest update to the game is actually the fact that it's on console now. I think that is probably the biggest update. Is Eternal Life that bad?
It is when you're the reason your woman is no more. Even the moon burns you. Fatima's soul gave up on me. She came to me in a dream the other day and asked me to piece together this mirror. But I don't have all the fragments.
Don't have all the fragments. Most under part of the game is the audio, some of the sound cues in the game, like harvesting trees. Oh, 100%. Those are not updates though. That was part of the original game too, and why I really enjoyed New World even back then. The sound cues in this game are incredible. I think graphically as well, like the nature and harvesting, gathering, crafting sound cues, all that stuff is really top tier in this game. Vampiric Cares, thank you very much for the 16-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Do you have to rebuy the game though? So if you have the game from the past, the base game, that still works. That still covers you for the base part of the game, which is up to level 60. The only other thing that you may need if you don't have it is the DLC that came out last year, because that's the only way to level to 65. So it's kind of like World of Warcraft, where you need the expansion, the latest expansion, to reach the endgame content. So you can play the base game up to 60 without paying anything extra if you have the game, and see how you feel. And then if you're happy about it and you're level 60 now, you want to push on to higher than that, then you can consider the DLC. You don't need it straight away. The only thing you'll miss though is the mount, because the mount is tied to the DLC. But honestly, I'm running around and not even mounting, because it's nice to just hit some rocks or cut some trees, you know, on the way. So you don't really need a mount, but yeah, you will be missing the mount, so keep that in mind. What about graphics being top tier? Good, yeah, not top though. Characters, not so good. But I think the environment graphics is really good though. Maybe top tier is like a very grand compliment, because the sound is top tier, like 10 out of 10. Graphics, maybe not 10 out of 10, but definitely high. Not the characters though, but the environment, I would say. And that's an ad, so I need to maybe stop responding to people and wait till it's over. Okay, I'll help you find them.
Would you? Fatima said if I piece this mirror for her, she'll finally find peace. The peace I stole from her. Oh, we were so happy once. But all the sacrifices
The Rise 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Yeah, the environment is amazing.
Someone, and yet
The sound is 10
so
out of 10.
alone.
Environment graphics, I guess I would put it maybe at like a 9 or something. Like an 8 or a 9. Like still very high. But maybe not like perfect. I feel like the sound is literally perfect. Okay. Let's keep going here. Yeah, the sound was always peak in this game, for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. What's up, Iverna? How are you doing? Okay. Canopic jar. The dialogue is too loud. Wait, seriously? Surely impossible. Let's see. I will go up here. I like listening to dialogues in the games. Yeah, me too. Me too. I have started enjoying that. I didn't used to. But I noticed myself like starting to actually listen more. Even though my ADHD brain sometimes does have trouble remembering things. Because while I'm listening to one thing, I'm thinking about 10 other things. And then it's difficult to remember what I read. Or what I heard. What else? This way?
These altars in Caladan seem to have some sort
Oh yeah,
of
I saw
power
this tweet. Speaking of
lost.
retweet,
Power
I
might
saw
be
this
more.
tweet about.
Definitely some kind of influence.
I need 30 for these.
I can use young geezer's notes to figure out how to channel their essence. And if I can't tap into their magic, maybe I can convey them to where they'll be most useful.
I need more. I need
must
better
think
tools. This takes way
prince
too
brought
long.
my true
I am
king
almost
the way
30
he
though. Holy
deserves.
crap!
Only then can I join him.
Because I want to harvest those. They look cool. Level 12. Kill him! Okay, let's get some talents in, because I don't have any talents. Where is it? Ice Gauntlet. Okay, we'll just test those abilities and see how we feel about them. What is this? Is it only a slow or does it also do damage? Deals damage. Nice. And slows. Okay. And this one deals damage. Oh, I think I remember this ability. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Where are we now? Okay, we want to go south. What's the best class I should go with? I think just play whatever you find fun. In terms of metagaming for Endgame, you can worry about that later because it's really easy to respec in this game. So I wouldn't worry about like what is the best raiding spec. I would just level with whatever you find fun and maybe level multiple weapons so that you can have more choice to swap things faster. But essentially it's really easy to respec. The only thing you really need to do is level your weapons. So as long as you try to level some alternative weapons, you should be good to go. Respec is free. I think it might cost a little bit once you're max level. While you're leveling, it's free, yeah. I think at max level it might cost a little bit, but it's not a lot. Any sites for guides? I'm not sure what the preferred site for guide is for this game. I typically use Maxroll for different games. Maybe Maxroll has for this game too. Rune shield counts for your weight, but you can't use it. Oh. Thank you. I didn't realize that. Take it off.
Gracias, kind soul.
Gracias.
Fatima always loved her mirrors. With this last fragment, she can have her final one. She said mirrors have a certain magic to them. And I can sense the energy in this. Almost a strange calling.
Almost a strange calling.
I'm thankful to have found you, young one. I fear I may have missed some additional clues on the fragments. I came after you right away. Before I speak further, however, did you find anything of interest in the ruins of Caladan? Anything
Yes.
at all?
Lochner's research notes.
Lochner? Out here, studying the ruins? Why, that makes no sense at all.
I don't know how the voice
me
is
see
so
these notes you
loud.
found.
That's weird.
These notes are very troubling. It's hard to say exactly what Lochner seeks to achieve, but it does not seem like it's for the good of Prydwen.
We need to stop him.
Yes, that much is clear. But we cannot leave yet. In my further study of the fragments, I saw new clues. The tablet's not from Caladan, but rather Antares. I know I've already asked much and offered poor direction, but Antares is close. I'm pleading with you. Please investigate before we return to Prydwen.
Fine,
Whatever
I'll
you
investigate.
find, come back. And then we will return to Pridewin, inform the Night Regent, and confront Locknear. I will wait here. Do hurry.
Okay. $16. Yeah, let's go there, I think. Continuation? I think there's a side quest here. Covenant quest, maybe? Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, I need to gather more. Get my skill up. I need trees, I think, for XP. I don't think it works when you do random bushes. Yeah, that's better. I'm almost at 30 now. My gathering is almost at 30. Good morning, AnyChat. Good morning. Wait, Lua has a morning emote. That's cute. Wait. Wait, she's pouring the coffee, but she missed the cup. That's not good. Are you okay? There's an animated morning? Oh my god. At least it's smiling. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's smiling. That's good. Artist loyalty. Oh, does she draw her own emotes? That's cute. She does. I wish I could draw my own emotes. Die! Okay. She has animated Sleepy too? Oh yeah. It's like fast asleep. You need this one? Is that bongos? Tap. I need some kind of bongos. I do. Okay. Okay, nice. Here somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Like co-bongos, yard bongos. I need one of those. I need one of those. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Find where the tablet... Wait, so where is it? How do you crawl? Well, that didn't really work. Whoops. Press Z for crawl. Okay. I try to jump there instead. Oops. Stop it. Leave me alone. Okay. Wait, the respawn so fast? Ugh. Oh, there's a chest here. But that's not where the quest is. The quest is this way. Aha! I think my eyes ability just missed it. Nice! Study the last tablet. Done. I'm curious about being in this game is reason enough for me to play. She's my favorite pirate. Was she in the original game too? Keep player space after beta. There's no beta. This is live game. Do I think it's gonna last in general? Hard to say. I hope so. I mean, I want every MMO to do well. They have added more endgame stuff, and hopefully that endgame stuff is something that people will enjoy. I'm not at the endgame yet, so I haven't been able to play around with it. Can you please check your crystal ball and tell us if this game will stay popular? All right, you know, since you asked so nicely, be right back. I'll check my crystal ball. Okay. Well, we can swim now, so water is no danger. Sounds like an American doing over exam. Have you checked her? Like, have you searched her up to see if she is Irish or not? Because I'm not sure. Maybe it is an American, or maybe it's one of those cases where the person is Irish, but they're also American. So when they put on the Irish accent, they accidentally overdo it, but they are actually Irish. You know what I mean? How do you define popular? What's a healthy number of players for New World to keep? Like, maybe 20k people when there's no new things happening?
Your friend Grace has come with dire
More.
news from
You think we need
Pridewind.
more?
But first, you have to tell me what you found. Any further clues to Lochner's plans?
20k for Nemo is low. How much do games like ESO have? 20k is like BDO? Yes, he's controlling the Lost.
Is that what the bastard's up to? That's more twisted than even I imagined. But it might explain what happened back in Pridewind. The Night Regent went to confront the good minister, and instead, she found him leading a crowd down south to welcome the true heir.
Complete
Now
the
that's
quest.
not so strange. If Gawain has arrived,
I think I
it
might have
makes
skipped one
sense.
line.
Perhaps this is a misunderstanding, and Lochner is simply trying to lead the Lost away.
Call yourself a sage? Look past your scrolls to see the man's behaviour. Even the Night Regent knows Lochner's gone mad. And let me tell you, she's not happy.
She's not happy. What does she want us to do?
I don't know if she's thinking that far ahead yet. She just hopped on her horse and rode off, shouting at me to find you and meet her at Purdue Farms.
Ah, then she's expecting a fight. Going to find Sir Priscilla, a fellow knight and confidant who hasn't come to Pridewen in many moons. This is serious.
This is serious.
Though my scrolls may not have all the answers, I might find a way to counteract this sorcery Lochner seeks to employ. I should return to town.
We'll join the Night Regent.
Very well. If Sir Gawain doesn't arrive soon, there may not be a kingdom left for him to rule. I hope this all starts making sense soon.
The Night Regent asked me to scout the eastern farms on the way, so I'll mark Sir Priscilla's place on your map and meet you there. Good winds to us both.
She is actually Irish. Yeah, you found the information. Okay, the thing is, I am thinking that she probably is Irish, but maybe she's just overdoing her own accent, you know what I mean? If she is American. Is she American too? Or is she just Irish? You know the way that when I try to do a Swedish accent, sometimes it can be a bit overdone. Out-Irishing herself? In a way, yeah. In a way. I'm not Irish to like be able to, you know, pinpoint exactly. Yeah, so the player count since last year, it was at 50k last year when the new expansion launched. And then it's been going steadily down. And it was the lowest in August, around 5k players. And now it's back to 50 because of the new expansion. So I would say if the new expansions, or new update rather, brings in around 50k, I would consider a success for the, like, I would consider the update a success if they can keep around 15 to 20. And then they build from there, right? Like, you have to, like, be realistic and build from somewhere. If they can keep around 15 to 20, like a few months from now, then that's pretty decent. They reached 15 in February, October, November, December, January, February. To be honest, okay, so after 4 months, that's when they started hitting 15k. So maybe that just means they need more frequent updates, potentially. They would have to update regularly. Yeah, I was just gonna say, maybe they just need more frequent updates. Because if it was hitting 15k in February, maybe that means like, okay, now you're reaching the low point, so you probably need an update every 4 months. I would say. And that's just Steam, now there's consoles. That's true. So because there's consoles now, the numbers will probably look a lot healthier than it seems. But yeah, I would say as long as the game keeps 15 to 20k on Steam, I would consider it pretty like successful for now. And then, you know, can work from there basically. As a first point, at least. We have known about console numbers. We never know as consoles don't share numbers. Yeah, I know. So unless New World wants to share it themselves, we will never know. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go down there. I think I might need a food break soon. I just realized I'm actually hungry. Are we another Insomniac-like leak? What's an Insomniac leak? Is that some stats from a specific game? Variety. I'm thinking variety in around an hour, maybe hour and a half-ish. I wanna pick faction and start my guild. I need to stop slacking. I'm level 16. How am I only level 16? Okay, I can pick my faction in one level. And then maybe I can do guild straight away. I'm not sure. How long is the game? I have no idea. Do you guys know how long it is? Yeah, the sponsored segment is 2 hours. But let's say like a chapter takes 3 hours, then I'll just play 3 hours, right? Because I like to end at a good time or whatever. So it depends how long the chapters are. I don't know. I think I have access to 2 chapters. So yeah, we have 2 chapters available. But we'll see how long they take. Because the entire game is not out yet. It's only 2 chapters. Or maybe it is out. But yeah, I'm not allowed to do more than 2 chapters, is all I know. Well, maybe not allowed is a bit harsh, but like, yeah, the sponsored campaign is meant to cover max 2 chapters at least. Wait, let's check my command. What does my command say? Because I know if you buy the ultimate version of the game, you have early access. Yeah, okay, it's the same for everyone. You have access to 2 chapters. So the rest of the chapters comes with the release of the game, which is on the 29th? Yes, 29th.
Ooh, the fish aren't biting much today. Perhaps I've caught too many here. Merde! Have I disappointed your plans?
Actually, I can't fish.
You can't fish? That is horrible to hear.
Horrible.
It is such a pleasure. Life is difficult, no? Even the smallest things out of reach. But when you fish, you can reflect.
Is fishing easy to do?
As simple as finding happiness. Well, at times, yes. Easy as digging for worms, at least. And one can lead to the other. Pardon me, I can ramble. Reflection is good, yes, but it can lead to brooding. My leg, she makes it difficult to focus now and again. Oh, I'm out of bait.
Can I help with
You?
that?
No. I cannot ask you this.
Okay.
Look at you, that heroic garb of yours. Clearly
Oh,
an
well, thank
important
you.
person. Scrounging for
I have to
babes
say,
is
the armor,
peasant's work.
like look at the graphics of the armor. It looks really good. With the reflection of lights and stuff, it looks really realistic. But yeah, the faces of NPCs,
If you insist, of course.
Yeah.
I could do this myself.
That
you
looks,
know, but, your eagerness.
quite
I'd
dated
be
already.
unchivalrous to decline. Oh, and you can find bait in the bushes nearby.
Yeah, textures look great. Except quest. Especially to bumped up the video. Yeah, it was so weird. I was so confused. I was like, guys, like my game looks bad, but I don't remember it looking this bad before. And then turns out I was playing it on 1080 with my 1440p monitor, and it wasn't on highest settings either. So, but now it is. So now it looks a lot better. What is this green stuff? Anyway. I don't see what I'm supposed to do there. Are they stuck? I'm not sure. Let's pick those up real quick. Okay. Much better. I'm listening more than watching. The sounds in the game are really good. Yeah, the sound design in this game is incredible. Very nice sounds.
Pitching hay and shoveling manure. It doesn't suit you, Priscilla.
Puts my mind at ease. Clear, complicated work.
And when was the keen swordplay of our most dutiful knight ever complicated?
I only raise my sword now to keep the lost at bay.
Priscilla, you're not making any sense.
Oh, she did not jump off straight away.
I can't even say it. You wouldn't
That's a
believe me
record.
anyway.
3
We
seconds?
were naive
Damn,
to
Maya.
be so hopeful.
Are you sick? A rare sight indeed. Yeah, I think I need to go for a food break. I'm actually starting to feel a bit like... Ugh. I am back. Oh, I got disconnected. Whoops, let's go back in. I got some candy. Wait, this way. Super Such. Scatter? No, don't scatter. Wait, emote scatter on the freaking fighter game? There we go. Do you guys enjoy the fighter game? What is people's opinions on fighter game when I'm going AFK? Do people like it? Not like it? Hi girl! Hi chat! What's up? Hi! Yes, it's great. It's cute. Fighter game is awesome. Do you actually better skipped off this? Oh. Wait, so who's the guildmaster now? It was really cool, entertaining. I want redrum. Redrum? I love it. Words was better. Barish. Is he online? 4 keys are +5, you're gonna master it's not even fine. Okay. Perfect, yeah. I do think doing it before stream is probably best. On one of the days. He's on Discord? Okay. We can try some words leaderboard at some point as well. Redrum is murder in reverse. Sour Bila is so good. Sour Bila is definitely one of my favorite sour candies. Because it's very sour. Very nice candy. Try frame buffer. Oh yeah, okay. So is that the settings I'm supposed to change on the receiver? On streaming PC? Okay, so here. So we go here. So I don't put the render delay limit. Should render delay be 0? And then frame buffer. Let's say 200. That's it. I just set the... Well, let me do 250 since you said 250. Okay, and then I need to do my camera delay also 250. Okay. Is this good? And then you're saying that it's gonna set the delay automatically to 250 as well? I guess we'll see. It says the receive delay right now is at 300. At the moment. Even though I put the frame buffer time to 250. Yeah, frame buffer time is 250. The receive render delay is 300 now. When I click the refresh delay info. Refresh the source. $300. Yeah, the black screen is basically an auto refresh, yeah. That's if we use render delay limit, I think. But we're trying something else now. I think if we put frame to 300, I think the other one will go up more. Okay. Yeah, now the receiver render says 350. It goes 50 more than the frame buffer for some reason. So if it doesn't move, I can put it to 200. And then it says 250 delay. So maybe we try that. 200 and then should match 250. Let's see. Let's try that and see if it becomes worse over time. How's my talent throne Liberty? I'll just put it down for a new role, but not sure which one I'm going to stick with. Honestly, I'm probably gonna play both of them in the long run. Whenever there's updates or whatever, I'll probably be hopping into them. As a streamer, I think the way that I play games will be different to how a normal person would play, because I have the time to actually play more MMOs and stuff like that. In general, I think both were fun. I think Throne has a lot of what's the word? I think it does have a lot of potential. It is very similar to other East Asian MMOs, so I don't know how much it's gonna stick out, but it does feel very good at where it is right now. I think visually, I think it looks incredible. And I also really like the world, because it's a big world with no instances in between. And I really like that kind of thing. In the long run for MMOs, I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that the game is not having much like a profession system and not much of a trading system. Basically, not much to engage with other players outside of like doing dungeon content together. And I feel like that might be a little bit immersion killing for maybe some people. But we'll see, I guess, if that does affect people or not. It does have some pay-to-win aspects, which a lot of people who play a lot of East Asian MMOs don't mind. You can, you know, pay to catch up or pay to convenience, basically, skip a lot of things. New World, I think, is fitting for people who like a more realistic, more grounded kind of MMO. The nature and the gathering system with the sound cues and everything, it's very immersive in a sort of real life, not real, but like a kind of more real life-ish MMO. It also has an extensive profession system that I'm really enjoying. And yeah, the end game is people's most concern about the game, which I guess we will see. I like pay to pay. Pay to pay. New World is pay to play. You know, you buy the base game and expansion, and then you can't really like pay to skip things. Actually, apparently there are these 2% XP buffs that you can pay for, but apart from that, there's no like pay for gear. So yeah, this feels more soloable than Throne. Throne is also solo, right? Especially because you can't trade with friends. There is a reason to be in a guild because of that extra guild bosses that you can do weekly. But apart from that, Throne is also very much a solo game, I would say. Cookie, it's a candy. Shower candy.
I cannot imagine what's come over her. Sir Priscilla was Pridewin's most honorable knight. And now, when we need her most, she refuses my orders. Everyone seems to think Gawain's already assumed command. Lockney is an outright defiance. He's changed. I don't even know him anymore.
Lockney was planning all this.
Is that what you discovered in the ruins? Was Lockney behind the strange tablet at the mine? The pirates, too? I am having trouble understanding what his ultimate goal is. Or if he even has one.
Is it because of the true heir?
I don't know. I now question everything the minister said, but the knights at Aeternum Keep did meet Sir Gawain. Priscilla did tell me that much. Priscilla was there, in fact, but she won't talk about it. It's infuriating. I need a moment to collect myself. If you are so inclined, you should try and talk to her. Priscilla was there, in fact, but she won't talk about it. It's infuriating. I need a moment to collect myself. If you are so inclined, you should try and talk to her.
Is that it? Okay. He says he'll transfer back. Okay. I need to download FF14 on this PC. Should be 5 seconds with the Swedish internet. That's true. Wait, where do I download Final Fantasy 14? Download page. Here we go. Download. Okay, I found it. Is this you when you go AFK? What is that? Wait, that's not a phone. What is that? What the heck is that? It's an MP3 player? A cassette player? I see, okay. It's named Any Off Stream for a reason. Oh, really? Do I use MP3 player? Down, 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 down. Storage D. Make new folder. How do you make a new folder? I can't make a new folder. Okay, go into my D drive. Games. Maybe I don't need a folder called games. Yeah, no, I think I will. Games, there we go. Next. Next. Done. No, do not create a shortcut on my desktop. Does anyone even use their desktop on computers? You do? I feel like I never use my desktop. For downloads, I use the download folder. You click your games from the desktop shortcut? No way. How do you open things? Search them every time? Well, I have all the important stuff on my taskbar. You're not clicking that shit from Steam? I click from Steam every time. I would feel weird clicking a desktop icon of a game if it's in Steam. If I want to open a file, use a file explorer. If I need to open an app I haven't opened in a while and it's not on my taskbar, then I just search it in the search bar, yeah. Interesting.
If you're expecting to have more luck flying me for answers than the Night Regent, think again. I don't know you, and I sure as hell don't owe you anything. And truth be told, I don't owe her either. I've forsworn my oath. The politics of Prydwen are no longer my concern.
What about the lost threat?
I'm perfectly capable of defending my land and estate. Outside of that, it's none of my business what goes on, who falls, and who doesn't.
Complete.
The knights I served with at Aeternum Keep were the bravest, most loyal men and women I've ever known. To think of them as fallen, it's too much to bear.
All the knights have fallen?
I believe that to be the case, though some may remain. I left one day, and I haven't gone back. If you want to know what's happened at Aeternum Keep, I suggest you go and have a look for yourself. Then, you can try to explain it to the Night Regent.
Explain what?
I've said as much as I'm going to say. You and the Night Regent are welcome to shelter here, but I'll answer no more questions.
Okay.
If you are going to venture into Aeternum Keep, I suggest you don't tell the Night Regent.
Yeah, the only stuff I have on my
She doesn't
desktop
go
are
there.
things that automatically
nothing
got
left
installed there as a
for any
shortcut.
of us.
And maybe I missed it, or maybe it's automatic, I don't know. You know, when you install new programs. So it's really annoying. I keep having things on my desktop. I don't want anything there. The only thing I want there is the trash can. But now I have a bunch of games there, which shouldn't be there. Yeah, you don't have a trash can? The recycle bin. Sorry, I'll call it the recycle bin. And there's a fast travel I didn't pick up. Got rid of the recycle bin too. Well, you need it there so that you can see that it's getting full, you know? So you need to like empty it now and again. Certified psychopath with this behavior? How? Why?
Show me your smile.
Your teeth are
If someone told me show me a smile.
Do you use miswak to brush them? In the Ottoman Empire, everyone had good teeth. Here, not so much. Here,
in the Ottoman Empire?
people eat whatever they
Is this
get.
guy meant to be Turkish? How long have you been here?
More days than a snail has teeth. I left to pursue my great ideas in my reckless youth. I still feel as reckless and almost as young. And if I can get enough wolf teeth, I'll finally be able to craft my invention.
How many wolf teeth do you need?
I already have 26 pearly white wolf fangs. I need 6 more, just like them.
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. Oopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. 6 more wolf teeth, okay. Another quest to pick up here. More days and a snail has teeth. Oh, I was reacting at that too. Like, snail don't have teeth, right? His name is Hamza Kilic, so yeah, he's Turkish.
I have been ruined. I can't work like I once used to. Oh, what good are hands when your mind is occupied by the demons that plague your dreams?
What demons?
Scars. My father's mistakes wore him down till he broke. He always thought the world was better. He shattered when he saw the truth. He lost himself in making glassworks. People came from all over the island to buy them.
Sounds like he was talented.
He had a deep relationship with glass. Knew exactly which mineral would elicit the color he desired.
What town
His
is
works
Bessie
were treasures
in?
that brought hope. But now they're lost in a house filled with horrors.
I could get things for you.
Would you? I can't step foot in that house. There
Is it
are
Monarch?
too many memories. It
Pride
isn't
Win?
easy to be second place in your father's eyes. Please just get the glassworks, if you can.
Hi, Maya. You here again? Do you want me to grab you? Oh, he just took it in front of me. Ow. Okay, get some XP there. Wait, the yellow is more inside. Wait, I have a green quest here?
You see? Very simple to do. Also, I need no charity, so... for you! And for your first lesson, casting without bait is a waste of your time. And the fishes. Think of the bait like a paintbrush. Catching the fish. Now that's the art.
A creative way to look at it.
Yes, you get it, don't you? The vision. Start with a humble pond, and you'll soon graduate to the great wide ocean. There, you may find the masterpiece. I speak of my dream, my eternal longing, my nemesis. The greatest, most terrible fish to ever swim in water. Gladys.
The fish has a name?
Yes, Gladys. A wily foe and the end of many a fish dreamer. I was not always so sedentary, you know? I have Gladys to thank for that. She took from me that which was dearest in all the world. And yet I will best that scaly brute and have my vengeance. Ah! Let's not get ahead of ourselves, my dreamy young apprentice. We all must start somewhere, so get to it. Catch us a fish.
Time to learn fishing. Level 17. Okay, first of all, equip the fishing. F3 to use it. Cast. Oh, wait. Equip bait. Confirm. And then cast. And there we go. This fish is so sensitive. Nice, a large catfish. Holy crap, it's the size of me. Jesus, okay. So I need to catch 3 fish for this quest. My eyes are glowing because I have a skin. It's a Twitch drop from a couple years ago, I think. Medium paddlefish. Okay, this one is a bit smaller. And one more. I like the fishing in this game. It's pretty nice. It's like simple enough, but not too annoying or anything. Not too boring, I mean. Because sometimes fishing is complicated to the point that it gets annoying. I feel like though there was a few difficult fish in Stellar Blade that was making me feel like my fingers are breaking. It was a bit too much. Can I talk to her? How do I exit fishing? F3. There we go.
Fantastic. Fantastic, you have
Wait
been
until you
busy
play
with
Red Dead
your
Redemption?
reel.
Oh no.
A master
Is it bad
fisher in the
fishing?
making, indeed. A burgeoning artist, I might even say.
I'd appreciate the compliment.
Listen to you. You are as sunlight that glimmers upon the deepest waters. La lueur. I think my ancient fishing ensemble would interest you.
Fishing ensemble?
Yes, the seekers of the questing bass. A sacred order of knights who fish. We are noble, regal, not quite profitable. My squires are working on that.
Complete the quest.
They are younger, mine's more flexible for business. One is so diligent, the other is a bit of an idler, and I am stuck in my ways. Oh, what a group we are.
Can I join this order?
La lueur indeed. Even after I say these silly things, still you are eager to continue onwards. There is knightly spirit in you. Oh yes, I can see your glimmer now. Yes, go and see my squire, Khadija. If she approves of your skills, then I, Perronel Le Noir, as Fisher Regent, will accept you into our order.
Okay. Talk to Khadija Bari. Wait, I need to pick up the fast travel. Oh, it's here apparently. I see it. The fourth part of this quest chain was such a pain. Is it a fishing quest at that point? There's another side quest we can pick up. Yeah? Interesting. I don't remember it. I'm pretty sure I did all, like, most quests in the low level areas on my other character, but it's been a while, so. Active hotspot? Oh. Feels like the staff is upside down. It probably is. Let's see. If I change weapon. Yeah, it is upside down when it's on your back. Which might look a bit silly. It makes sense for swords, but for the staff, maybe they shouldn't put it upside down. I just passed the guy. Oops.
As royal ladies, we've always been protected. We led lavish lives in the Joseon court, and for a while, in Ebonscale Reach. It's the first time we're living out in the wilds, like common folk. We're trying to adapt.
You've always been royal?
Yes. Once upon a time, I was even destined to be queen. But I lost my betrothed to the sea, on our way to the island. My mother hasn't given up hope I will be married one day. She fears the worst, if I don't.
What does your mother fear?
That I'll turn into a lost. Like the ones who haunt this island. A creature with no purpose but to haunt women with better prospects. Mother grew up with tales of the virgin ghost. It's hard to shake her out of her belief.
What does your mother fear?
My
Wait,
mother will
am I
have
saying
your
that again?
ear off with all her arguments. For now, I'll surrender to the shadow of her blind belief. Unless, do you think there's a way you could bring back artifacts? To prove some lost used to be married?
Sure. Yeah, I think the movement was a little bit too much. They definitely could have toned it down. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going towards number 2. So it's this way. All the unnecessary hand and body motions drive me crazy. Yeah. Understandable. Understandable for sure. Oh. Yeah, how does this routine work? Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I like ice better. They just added the audio over her original animation because it wasn't voice acted before. Oh, I see. So yeah, I could see it being a low priority then to go back and readjust animation. But I do think they should consider it, to be honest. Just tone them down. Supply stockpile. Elements LOL, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, I need this guy. Thank you, thank you. Ouch. I missed everything with my thing. There we go. Oh, perfect. Damn it, I wanted to... I wanted to escape. I need to get out of here. Jesus. And they're like immediately respawning. Oh god. Ouch. No, 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 stop casting. What am I doing? No, 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 no. I got stuck. I didn't realize my character was still, Oh, this is a fast way to... Where is this? Pridu Shrine. Where is that? Yeah, I got wrecked. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, that was a bit annoying. My flamethrower ability was still running hot, so I couldn't move properly because my character was trying to attack with fire. Upgrade available. Oh, we can do this. Oh, I should probably put a little bit of points into Constitution. I have no health. Ah, grit. Sounds interesting. Ice Gauntlet. Let's do another ability there. Let's go with that. Points fine if you feel like you need it. Yeah, I think I'll put some in health next time. I think I need a little bit of health. Maybe not a lot, but some. What's my skill level now? Is it 30 yet? 28. I'm getting close. We are getting close. I really need to get some better tools, like better rarity. Okay, nice. Oh, okay.
You spotted the wolves well. Middle-aged, strong, aggressive fighters most likely. Oh, these are the perfect fangs. They're sparkly, they're white. They can cut through meat.
Cut through meat. Do you enjoy this more than Throne and Liberty? The games are quite different, and I'm enjoying both games in different ways. And this game just had an update, so for me it's more fun to check out a new update than to repeat things that I'm doing in a different game. So that's the secret with MMOs. When things become repetitive, you try the next one. What are you inventing with them?
The first of its kind dental weapon for the toothless elderly among us. Those who have the punch, but lack the bite. One chomp from these pearly beauties will make an attacker regret their choices. Brilliant, no?
Complete the quest. Nice. It'd be fun if you could choose if you were left or right hand and your gauntlet went to your main hand. Mmm. That would be cool indeed. That's smart. So, can I just go and do faction quests now? Yeah. I find the way of play is in New World better than in TNL. What does a way of play mean? Do you mean just general gameplay? The markers by color. So does that mean I start different quests for different factions at their respective places? So if I want to be purple, I have to do it here? Movement, fights, etc., like the combat. It's so far away. In that case, I think I'll do that next time. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I think I'll finally unlock my faction, I think. Does server switch have any negative impact on any game? On your game? Server switch? Like you want to start a new character, basically? Or can you transfer your characters? I'm not actually sure what a transfer would entail. Oh my god, I finally found iron. Listen to the sound. incredible. Oh, you have 2 free transfers. I didn't realize that. That's cool. So what do you lose in a transfer? Is this a new game or was it more like a new expansion? It revamped the leveling system to make it more streamlined, and they added more voice lines and they added more cutscenes. That's the general thing of what's happened in the game. They did add a little bit of in-game content as well, so it could be seen as a mini expansion, I guess. The update is free though. You do need the previous content. You do need last year's expansion if you want to play in-game content. But in general, the update is free. So if you have only the base game, for example, you can go in and level and experience the new cutscenes and stuff like that, no problem. You will need the expansion from last year, though, to access the stuff that's above level 60. It added a little bit of endgame stuff, too. You got a new PvP zone, you got a new raid, a 10-player raid, and also you got a new Mythic Plus system called Soul Trials, which is also meant for endgame. So, yeah, pretty decent additions to the endgame, and a revamp of old stuff. Yeah, A Realm Reborn was more significant changes, I think. So I don't know if I could compare it to that. I think, if anything, more like the Cataclysm updates to Classic, I think would be a better comparison, probably. Yeah, ARR was completely different, I think. Because the game played different, you know what I mean? You play with our little so, which one do you like more? It's hard to say. Like, at the end of the day, in terms of like my favorite MMO, it's always gonna be WoW. So it's gonna be neither of these. I do enjoy both, and for different reasons. I haven't played the endgame in this game yet. So that's one thing which my knowledge is lacking in. I like the profession and the trading system in this game better than Throne and Liberty. Well, in Throne and Liberty, it's non-existent, basically. So it's not that it's worse, it's just not, it doesn't exist. And I do think that's a pretty important part of an MMO. I think Throne and Liberty character design looks a lot nicer. I think like both NPCs and your own character as well, they look a lot nicer in Throne and Liberty. Where am I supposed to go? So Syndicate faction tomorrow? I think so. I think so. I haven't played Throne, but I'm debating trying this one. They're quite different. They're quite different. I would give it a go if you got the time, if you got the spare money, or if you have the base game from before. I would give it a go. Okay. Where am I? I think we'll go purple. We're not doing it here, we're doing it tomorrow, but yeah, I think I'll be going purple. No pay to... Yeah, if you don't like pay to skip kind of mechanics, which are very common in Korean MMOs, then you might prefer this game. This one is a bit more of a... You kind of like... You see what you get, and that's that. You can't buy yourself to skip things. It was my first actual MMO type game. Oh, really? That's crazy. How does someone come into Throne and Liberty? Like, what games did you play before Throne and Liberty? This or Baldur's Gate? I mean, those are completely different games. It's not even an MMO, Baldur's Gate, that is. But Baldur's Gate is an incredible game in so many ways. If you have not played Baldur's Gate, you definitely should play it. You are missing out if you haven't played it. But yeah, you can't really compare them. They're different games. But Baldur's Gate is top tier in what it is, whereas this is not necessarily the best MMO ever made. So Yeah, you should definitely play Baldur's Gate if you haven't. Jesus, stop hitting me. My first playthrough of BG3 and I'm addicted. It's very addictive, for sure. It also has a lot of replayability. Wait, where is it? Am I missing something? Apparently we got an ad break just there. Nice. He takes a minute to respawn. Oh, it's a someone have to fight. Ah no, I missed him! Oh, just as I moved away, I missed him. For the beta thread, that came from Apex and Destiny 2. Gotcha. I guess Destiny 2 is a little bit of MMO as well. But yeah, very different. It's a shooter. Is this better than Throne of Liberty? The things that this is better at, if you want to directly compare, I think it has a better progression system. If that's something you were missing in Throne of Liberty. It has a more feels-good gathering mechanic. It, what else does it do better? I haven't done the endgame stuff, so I can't really compare that. I think both of them feel good in the wild, because Throne of Liberty is also very open. No instancing, it's like, it's immersive in that way, so both are pretty good there. This one doesn't have the very typical Korean RNG way of upgrading gear, which usually has like 50 layers to it. So if you don't like that, you might like this one more. If you're a fan of that, having like complex, like multiple layers of upgrading your gear, then you might prefer Throne of Liberty. This game doesn't have pay to win or pay to skip or whatever. So if you also prefer that, then this game might be better for you. If you like to be able to pay for some things here and there because you don't have a lot of time to play, maybe Throne is better for you. Yeah, I did compare to Animal Crossing. It was the best comparison ever. Go to Aruda Ranch, Olivia. Wait, I missed one of the. Okay, I need to go back. But it's okay, we'll do this one for now. Okay. Can't go there. Cool ability. Okay, let's collect that. This person also has red hair. Nice. Oh, sure, I can do that. How does this compare to the first Doom game? To Netflix's Arcane? Well, one is a game and one is a TV series. How does this compare to seeing your firstborn child? Oh. On a scale of 1 through 10, how much did this game change your life? 50. Did I get 30? I think I did. 15, 20. Nice, we got 30 now. Awesome. 3? This game was life-changing, yeah. I remember when all these WoW streamers were like, oh my god, Final Fantasy 14 changed my life. And like 9 out of 10 of those people don't play FF14 anymore. I guess it was nice when that kind of statement used to be a lot of clicks. A lot of dollars. A lot of dollars. Oh my god, I cried. To be fair, it is normal to cry if you really immerse into a story. But more about like the overarching effect of it on your entire life. Like, I've watched a lot of movies that make me cry, but I'm not gonna say that they changed my life, you know what I mean? Got the gift sub money. To be fair, I don't think any of them got the gift sub money. To be honest, luckily, it was pretty exclusive at the time, so I was the only WoW streamer who got to play it. And I was definitely not someone who was spewing shit like that. Because I was not farming clicks, so I did not say what is popular to say. I said what I felt. But yeah, none of the other WoW streamers had any gifted sub campaign. I was the only WoW streamer. I think I need to wait for a spawn here. Game could change your life, something ain't right in your life. I mean, I think it's normal to say, if you've played a game for, you know, a decade or 2 decades even, I think it's normal to say that it has shaped your life in many ways. You know, maybe your best friend is from the game, maybe your wife is from the game, maybe your husband is someone that you met in the game, maybe your career, you know, is based on, you know, having content for a specific game. Then it's normal to say so. But when you're like, you've played this game for like a week, and you're like, this game has changed my entire life, then it's kind of weird. And especially when you look at it like a year later, like the person that, like, those people don't even continue playing the game. Does that make sense? Need a specific spawn. If you were made of clay, would you also then say it shaped your life? Then I guess I would have, yes. For sure. I met a great friend in WoW long ago. She lives about an hour away from me. Yeah, that's amazing. And there's a lot of people in WoW who have those kind of stories. So I can understand those people. Or people who met, you know, their wife or husband in WoW. I can understand those people in hindsight be like, you know what? WoW definitely changed my life. If I hadn't, you know, played the game, I would have not met my husband. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay, nice. I met my dog in WoW. Nice. It's okay if BG3 changed my life because it made every other game seem mid. Yes, I mean, if what it's done, then it's changed your perspective on games, which is absolutely fair. So I would say that's pretty bad news, because that means Baldur's Gate now has made it so you can never ever enjoy another game again, and that is a shame, but you know, I guess as long as you had fun during that game, that's good. Where is this? Is it inside here?
For
Cool.
centuries, the throne has been empty. Yet you served faithfully, never once questioning your duty. Now, as the heir returns to claim his rightful place, you have the honor of being the first to kneel before him.
I knew this guy was weird.
Let us recite the oath.
For the glory of Avalon, I swear my honor and allegiance to crown and bloodline of the king, for this day and until the end of eternity.
Behold, the heir of Artorias, High King Gawain!
Swear.
Be strong now. I will bestow his blessing.
What the heck? Why does he look like that? He's killing them. Okay, he didn't kill them. I think this guy's just standing there dancing. What happened? Did we not try to interfere? Priscilla's sword. So what happened? We just watched them and then that's it? Oh, it was a memory? I didn't get the impression it was a memory, but maybe. I don't need these other weapons. I'm never gonna use them. Can you like compare it to right click? Okay. Wait, my current head has no stats. But strength and dexterity? Constitution, that's better. That's good enough. Yes. Light. Yeah, I think this is good. 7 constitution and light. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Heavy with constitution. I think I can afford it. 9 constitution. Mine is epic, but I think I got this from creating the character or something. I'm not sure. I think mine is good enough. I think constitution is fine. Amulet. Mine is a lot of constitution. Let me skip that. Miner's gloves. Oh, mining. Oh, mining bonus. I don't think I need that. Okay. There we go. Let's open all of the boxes. Oh, let's learn all of these as well. And this pattern. Okay. 4 intelligence. Instead of constitution. I'll take it. Another pattern. Drop? No, I want to learn it. I can't learn it? Is it because I already know it? No, I have not done the faction, it's a faction quest yet. I think I'll be doing the faction quest tomorrow, because I think it's getting time to play some Life is Strange. I'm back. I'm back. I'm just waiting for one thing, and then I'll be swapping. So I'm actually going to play a little bit more of this. So we might have time to progress the main story a little bit more, perhaps. We can fast travel, though. No, we can't? Wait, what? Oh, you can't recall to a fast travel spot? You forgot to tweet, by the way? Yeah, I'll do it when I've switched. Because my tweet will say playing now. I need to be at a fast travel point. I see, okay. I'm like canceling my own abilities and stop doing that. But it seems like to start the purple quest line, it's really far away. So it's gonna be a lot of walking to get there. Let's see. Okay, let's go this way. Can we call to in though and then get to fast travel point? That's true. Yes, that's a good point. And recalling to inn was another reason why houses were good, right? Because you can recall to the house as like an additional Hearthstone. Stop shouting in my right ear. Am I in your right ear? Yeah, I remember that was one of the perks of having a house. I remember. Yeah, we continue this way. And teleport is only 50 minutes now also. Oh, they made it so short? Also having higher tier house reduces the cooldown on the inn recall. On like the house one or the inn in general? How's game compared to Life is Strange? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
Getting into the house must
Can you
not
guys
have been
remind me what
easy.
happened in
I
the
am
first Life is
grateful for
Strange
your
game? Because I
courage.
don't quite
These are the
remember.
last things I have of my father.
I remember...
These are the last things he wrote me.
Let's skip this quest real quick. Everyone was gay. So the main girl discovered that she could... Max, right? Max was the main girl, I mean. She discovered that she could manipulate time, right? And then she had a friend. The friend with the blue hair? What was she called? Spoilers? It's the first game. Chloe, okay. Alright, spoilers. Yeah, if you don't want to hear about the first game, close your ears right now. Okay, so she was with Chloe, and they were basically a couple, right? Like, they were gay. And didn't Chloe die at the end? Did you play True Colors? Wasn't True Colors a different character? It wasn't about Max, or was it?
You have a duty.
Yo, I didn't
If
mute
the
yet.
king is here, why
Be
aren't you
faster.
by his side?
I don't belong there.
How can you say that? Your oath is your bond. What could be more important?
My oath was to the king, not a monster. Damn it, Gawain is lost, Jay. A soulless husk. I will not serve such a thing.
Fair enough.
Lost? But Minister Lochner says he's been preparing.
Lochner has joined his king in darkness, and so have the other knights.
I do have a jacket. Was the jacket from Max or from Chloe?
How did this
the
come
jeans
to
jacket?
pass?
I read the graphics are worst before due to improving performance. Is it true? Not that I have found. No, I feel like the graphics is the same. Oh, the jacket was from a different game. True Colors. Was True Colors also with Max? Life is Strange, True Colors. No. Okay, there was a different one. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so that jacket was from True Colors. I see. Same role, different story, yeah. True Colors was different and you never finished it? I never finished it?
Are you happy now? If you've been to Tirnan Keep, I'm assuming you
I
know
did?
the truth. Sir Gawain is lost, and he and Lochner
'Cause I feel like I
intend
did.
to rule a lost kingdom.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I feel like I did.
Thank you. I suppose. Though I have no further need of it. My days as a knight are done. I fought honorably to protect Artorias and his legacy for several lifetimes. But I will not follow the heir down this path. Nor will I stand against him.
My hat is so cute. Even while Prydwen falls lost.
Prydwen is Sir Gawain's right by blood. And though I've forsworn my duty to the bloodline,
You can play
I
True
will
Colors and then
not
play the Quarry.
oppose him,
Okay.
even if he
Completely
is
separate games, right?
lost.
Not the same. Okay, I'm sure it's hard for both of you.
There are some benefits to being new to the island, aren't there? Maybe fate has ordained you to be the one to shoulder this burden. If you fought your way into Tiernan Keep and returned with your soul intact, you are valiant, at least. If Jay wishes to fight, she's fortunate to have you.
She needs you too.
That's... It's not what I'm going to do. I cannot. I cannot fight in this battle. I buried my arms in knight's armor. My fighting days are done.
It's your choice.
Thank you for understanding.
Her mouth is so
And
weird.
for your support of the Night Regent. You should go to her now. I hope you both find your way forward.
Accept quest, let's go. She was born that way? It looks pretty unnatural. She has Botox lips, and it's not even that. Like, even Botox lips won't really look like that. Like, that looks kind of off, I think. Like, especially when she speaks as well, yeah. She did the Kylie Jenner challenge. She tried to do the Kylie Jenner challenge, I guess.
So you've been to Ternon Keep and saw the horrors Priscilla described? I can't imagine.
Gawain, Lochner.
Lochner. This is worse than even my darkest fears.
We stop them, whatever it takes.
Yes. As Knight Regent, it is my duty to defend the kingdom against all threats. Lochner may believe the kingdom is the bloodline, but I know it to be the people. And I will fight for the people of Prydwen until the last shred of my soul is forfeit. You have no such duty, but I welcome the support if you will fight at my side.
Do team objectives to win rewards? What's this? What's a team? Like, are they looking at guilds? You can win stuff for doing this? Bam, 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 bam. Of course, what do you need?
First priority is ensuring Prydwen is prepared to defend itself against whatever threats emerge. Second, we must look south. Oh, what have I done?
What has she done?
I just realized I sent Grace to scout the southern shore
Oh,
with
no.
no idea what she's walking into.
We need to help
You
Grace.
must go after her with great haste, lest she walks right into a trap.
I'll
Thank
go right
you.
now.
I will return to Prydwen. As Regent, that's where I belong, whether the city stands or falls. I will rally whatever knights remain to our defenses.
Okay, sounds good. What about Priscilla?
She'll have to make her own choices. I must collect myself before I head north. I'll say our farewells. You should leave now.
Okay.
Find Grace and ensure she's safe. If possible, get a sense of what we're up against, and then return to Pridewin, and we will make our stand. Godspeed, my friend.
It's a cooperative event, so everyone is working together. I have not made the company yet. No, I need level. Actually, I need to pick a faction first, and I haven't done the faction quests yet. That'll be my goal for tomorrow. Tomorrow, my goal will be to do that. All right.